And we have VincentBenjamin here. So a lot of people are trying to figure out, do I go back to school? Do I need to get a certificate? Do I need to get a degree to advance my career? Even just stay in the market and be a valuable employee nowadays, because it's pretty tricky. So we're going to learn the do's and don'ts of whether or not that education is going to be to the best of your benefit. Well, it's time to talk about your career and trying to possibly advance your career. Joining me inside Arizona Daily Mix, always good to talk to you. This is Nick Morison. He's with VincentBenjamin. They do recruiting, consulting, and staffing. So good morning to you.
Good morning, Danielle. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. And you look fantastic. I love your color you chose today. Let's talk about advancing your career, because a lot of people think, oh, I don't have time to continue my education. I'm too busy. But right now in this day and age, it's very important that you at least take a little bit of steps in getting a higher education, correct?
Exactly, yeah, absolutely. Whenever you can do, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a professional degree or something that's very structured, but even just whatever you can do in order to keep yourself up to date with how maybe your industry is changing, or technology, or any other areas. And if you look at it, the ROI is huge if you look at it over a matter of a year or 5 years.
It's amazing how things have changed in like a small span of time, like you said, in 5 years, within the structure of different businesses. And you got to keep yourself to be a major player so you can advance. And there's some things you can do, improving through technology. There's basic courses you can take, like you said, you can get a certificate. What do you see with VincentBenjamin now that people are asking for of employers?
Yeah, I mean, technology is different, right? And it's different for every industry and maybe every profession in that as well. But technology is something you do that's huge. I mean, it's so fast-paced these days, right? And technology is turning over, and it may be the same technology, but they'll have updates or improvements upon that. And you can even do something as simple as spending an hour on YouTube at night doing tutorials that are on there. There's actually some pretty good tutorials that are there.
There is.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a perfect advanced degree, right? That's on there, something specific, but you can just whatever that you can do in order to keep yourself up to date. Especially as we move later in our careers as well. You may have 20 years of experience, but a technology has only been out for 6 months or a year. And so you want to keep yourself up to date with that. I'm
glad that you mentioned YouTube, because myself, I'm a student. I'm going to be taking a class later this month. But YouTube is so vital right now. And there are so many people, and it's a wealth of information where you can go and you can just learn the basics. If, like you said, if you're just trying to improve on something just going to take you to the next level with the job that you're already doing, there's somebody out there that's doing a tutorial that can help you, so you don't have to spend maybe money. You could do it from the comfort of your own home.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about that degree, because some people are in a position where they do need to get a degree and those steps to do it. But a lot of times employers now, they're rewarding their employees if they are taking that step to advance their career by going back to school.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely. If it's if your work promotes it or they're paying for it, it's a no-brainer. Get it done. Do it. Absolutely, get in there. And you're right. I mean, in this day, it's so phenomenal what we're doing out there in the education space, right? I mean, they make it so flexible for you. If you're not able to do a full-time program, which most of us aren't,
absolutely.
Maybe do a night program or a weekend program or something that's accelerated. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
You're going to look 5, 10 years down the road, and you're going to think that's one of the best decisions that you've made.
And it's also very practical, because if you're in your position right now, but you take a course that is going to help you, you're learning something new, you're meeting a lot of people, and you're also building a network. And that's coming to my next question. Networking and getting to know people in your community can also help you in advancement in your career. But how do people go about it?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is they start networking when they really, really need it. And at that point, it's too late, right? I mean, so you want to continue to do networking over just kind of this span of regular time, right? And you can do different things. I mean, meetups is a great place in order to go. There's a lot of informal networking to go through there. You can look through professional networks that you have and just do it. Most groups meet like once a month, and that might be 1 or 2 hours a month, and I guarantee you those connections are extremely valuable for only spending an hour, 2 hours, and maybe you have like another hour, 2 hours of follow-up of coffee or lunch or something like that. And it's huge. I mean, we look at it now today as well in jobs. I mean, such a minimal amount of jobs get filled by online postings, right? And so you're not finding it that way. Typically, it's going to come through your network, whether it be through a recruiter or somebody you've worked with in the past or somebody you've not worked with. And that's the way that you get ahead.
Well, Nick, I have to tell you, great information, but unfortunately, we are out of time. I wish we had more, because there's a lot of people out there that are, taking this in because they're in this position now and they're trying to advance their career. So hopefully we helped you out. If you need more information, you can go to VincentBenjamin.com.